Every day, dozens of kids roll into their liquor store with their fake IDs, trying to act all Joe casual, and each and every one of these kids just so happen to be 21. How many 21-year-olds do you think there are?
Holy shit. Fogel, you should have talked to us about this. Obviously, we like it.
It's my choice, man. I went to get the ID. You didn't do it.
I guess we should.
Dude, at least if you put that you're 21, that looks closer to how old you are, as opposed to 25. You look like a fetus.
It's a fine ID. It's gonna work. It's passable, okay? This isn't terrible. I mean, it's up to you, Fogel. You're 25-year-old?
McLovin, that's me, yeah. I am McLovin.
I just thought, what's the dumbest thing a guy could possibly put on his fake ID? And somehow we landed on McLovin.
Me and Evan Goldberg, my friend and partner to this day, started writing Superbad when we were in high school. We were in 8th grade, basically.
How'd you meet Evan?
Bar mitzvah class when I was 12.
Really?
Yeah. We became friends pretty fast, yeah. And like I was like interested in writing and comedy and...
At 12?
Yeah, and so was he. Like he wrote like short stories. And when you're 12 and you like writing and you meet another kid who likes writing, it's like a very easy connection. We just had a lot in common. And so we started hanging out and we started trying to write Superbad like when we were like 13. We knew there were certain elements we wanted to put into it, the buying and acquisition of alcohol.
And we vaguely knew how it would end.
And trying to get with girls. I mean, there were just elements from our own lives that we thought were funny that we hadn't seen in high school movies. We would write in his sister's bedroom. There was a family computer and we would go there after school. Eventually, maybe that's when we were like 12 or 13. And eventually, yeah, at first it was just like sketch, like again, like we'd be like, oh, at that party this weekend, like we kind of would just write down these funny things that were happening. And then as we got a little older, we would literally sit in my grandparents', I would borrow their Volvo and we would just park it on the street in Vancouver. And so we would literally sit in a parked car on the street and smoke weed and write on a laptop computer. Our whole goal for writing it was to make a very realistic portrayal of our high school experience. We've been trying to sell this script for 8 years almost. After around 6 years, you begin to think, maybe no one's gonna make this movie.
You know, for me, I'm just proud of the fact that they gave it to me in the year 2000 and that I never gave up on it, because I always knew it was funny, and Seth always believed that if you made this kind of movie, people would go crazy for it. When this seemed like it was actually gonna happen, I sent it to Greg, who is one of my favorite directors.
My cell phone rang, and it was Judd. And Judd was like, hey, Greg, it's Judd. Remember Superbad? I was like, yeah. And he's like, do you want to do it? And then I tend to be long-winded, so I started to say, well, you know, actually, it is one of the few scripts I've read. And Judd's like, yeah, fine, okay, I'll call you in a week. We're making it.
Greg was always kind of the guy first in line to direct it, because he's the only person who, when we presented it first to Judd and co. and friends and such, he was just like, wow, I love this. I relate to it. This is awesome.
And originally, I mean, the characters' names are Seth and Evan, after me and Evan. And originally, I was going to play Seth, and we would hire another actor to play Evan, who the real Evan has no interest in acting. But it basically took us so long to get the movie made that I like aged out of the role, essentially. And like, we were like 24 by the time we were making the movie, and I could not play 18-year-olds convincingly anymore. So I played this cop that was always in the script, and I much more convincingly played like a guy in his late 20s who was a really irresponsible cop than a guy who was in his late teens who was about to enter college. So Jonah Hill played the role I was originally going to play.
And Jonah, actually, we refused to kind of acknowledge.
Yeah, it's funny.
As an individual who even could audition, we were just like, yeah, you look too old. Fuck
we kept thinking he looked too old just because we know him, and he like seems a lot older than he is, you know. And he looks. You just kind of forget that he could look 18 when you know him well, because he's like a smart, you know, articulate guy.
Once Jonah did audition once, within like 10 seconds. I was at home. I was sick that day. It was on Knocked Up.
We filmed it in my trailer.
And they called and they were like, it's Jonah, it's Jonah. And I was like hell, it's Jonah. He looks 27. No, like you're all crazy. You've all lost your mind.
Listen to this. She has an older brother, right? She grew up with this guy.
Yeah.
She's known him her whole life. They probably have a pretty good relationship with each other.
Yeah.
But she didn't ask him. She could have. He probably would. I don't know. She could have said, hey, Jim, my older brother, will you buy me some booze?
Yeah.
And he's probably a cool guy because she's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And he would have said yes.
Yeah.
But no, she went to me. She said, Seth, I want you to buy alcohol for my party. That doesn't happen every second of the day.
Yeah.
She looked me straight in the face and asked me. She wants to me, man. She wants what I got, and I got a lot of it, okay? You know when you hear girls saying like, I was so shit-faced last night. I shouldn't have that guy. We could be that mistake.
And it was just so funny. We were like, oh, we were wrong. Like, he can totally do this very well. And then we put him in the movie.
The floodgates are opening. We're gonna need to build a dam to stop from overflowing onto us.
You're right.
That's graphic.
Michael Cera walked in and was just like, done.
Yeah, I mean, that was one, we really stepped in shit with Michael Cera. He's fucking hilarious.
Look, okay, the bottom line is you are a bailer. You bail. You just bailed on me. You bailed on me this morning when Terry spat all over me, and you are bailing on me next year.
Oh, okay. Yeah, hey,
Yes.
finally, there it is. Great. It finally comes
Well,
out.
we were supposed to go to college together, man, ever since we were kids. I mean, what happened to that?
What happened to that is you're too stupid to get into the schools that I got into.
I was not too stupid. I was too lazy, okay?
All right, whatever, man. You know, I mean, how self-centered can you be? Seriously, you were fine with letting Fogel take the fall back there. And I mean, you clearly don't want me to go to another school. What do you want? I'm not gonna let you slow me down anymore.
And it's funny because Michael Cera's really not like the actual Evan in real life, but he was perfect, and he's just a genius, and he really, in the script it was kind of like a straight man and a funny guy, but he made the straight man just as funny as the funny guy, which was like something that I've really grown to marvel at over the years.
Getting with the girl will not make you any less of a loser next year.
Oh, are you
okay?
talking to me or are you talking to yourself, you loser?
Well, today we're on the set of Superbad, and there's a very, very special guest today. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the real Fogel.
Hello. Almost every character is based on a real person, so there is a real Fogel, and when he was around 13 or 14, he acted exactly like the character in the movie, and we really had a hard time casting it. We thought it was unactable. That's how hard it was. We started thinking we wrote a character that no one in the world can perform properly, and we were literally just gonna change it. We were like, man, we have to completely rewrite it. And then this young man came in and stole our hearts.
And you were actually plucked out of high school?
Yeah,
How does that happen?
I auditioned.
And that was it. There's no great Hollywood story behind it at all.
It was my two friends got an email because they were looking for the part for a long time.
Yeah.
So they sent emails out to drama departments like saying, we need this kid, like if you know anyone that would fit the part, send him down. And my two friends heard about it, and the description was a nerdy looking senior who looks like he's 13, so that's why they obviously told me. And the casting director liked me more than my friends, obviously.
Who the have you been? You almost gave me a heart attack. You have it?
I got it, dude. Chill out. All right, man. It's flawless. Here, dude. Check it out. Look.
McLovin? Man, why does it say McLovin on it?
Well, they let you pick any name you want when you get down there.
Okay, you settled on McLovin? That was your thought on that?
Well, I mean, it's between that or Hamid.
So you were, 17 then when you were shooting the film?
Yeah.
So does that mean you have to have your parents on set, like, legally?
Yes, there were legal issues, so when I did my sex scene, my mom had to be on set.
Oh yeah, McLovin.
It was amazing.
But how much of that is actually full-on word-for-word scripted, and how much of it is like, boys, just go for it?
Yeah, there weren't too many word-for-word things where, I mean, there were certain jokes that were very well worded and scripted, but you know, we were always encouraged to say whatever we want, whatever we were thinking in that moment.
Are you crying?
Oh.
No, are you crying?
Oh. So what if I am, okay? I'm a idiot, and this was my last chance, so I should be crying. I deserve to be crying.
What, your last chance to do what?
To make you my girlfriend for the summer, okay? There. You're like the coolest person that's ever talked to me, and I thought we'd both be drunk, but you know.
Well, what does me being drunk have to do with it?
Because you never get with me if you were sober. Look at me.
Is it the kind of movie that you could sit comfortably with your mom and dad?
I did.
I did too. I loved it.
But we're in the movie.
That's true. Maybe it would be more awkward for people who weren't in the
I would
movie.
not go see it with a parent.
What is your definition of Superbad?
Really awesome.
An arbitrary movie title. That's what my definition of Superbad is. Yeah, that's all it is. We were drunk one night and thought of it.
You can't make a movie that's just funny or dirty and have people really love it without it having heart, because you need to connect it with the characters and the story more than, you know, if something's just funny, it's hard to really connect with it. You really need to have stories and characters that you identify with.
You can relate to.
Mm-hmm. I think it's just basically there's no crazy message in it. It's nothing, it's really just like an interesting story that's really funny, like a fun movie to go see. So hopefully I think people, my hope is that if people go see it, they'll just have a great time and really enjoy it and want to see it again.
Feel good.